iPhone says, and I want left out it, make me a fly dress. Merry Christmas from TLC. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
You guys, I had the worst day, and I've been sitting here saying like I'm having the worst day. Why am I so out of focus? Like, what the heck? I'm just gonna sit here and wait. Anyway, so I'm like, I've been having the worst day, but I can't say it was the worst day because a lot could have happened. You know, my family is okay, my husband's okay, so all my friends are okay that I know of, so it's not the worst day, so I take that back. But anyway, I want to tell you guys what happened, even though some people might think it's not that big of a deal. To me, it was a big deal, okay? So I went to work at 8 o'clock this morning. I was already having a slight attitude because I don't like waking up. Anything before 12 p.m. is early to me, and I literally have to talk myself into getting up in the morning. Like, I literally have to pep talk myself to get up in the morning. Anything before 12, I have an attitude, and I don't want to be bothered, especially at work. Like, I don't care about your returns. Like, I don't care why you're returning it. Just give me the items so you can get. But anyway, so I'm gonna do a video on retail all in its own, because I don't know what's worse, retail or call centers, because I always said call centers was the devil, but now I've got to experience retail and just how annoying people can be. So now I really don't know what's worse. Like, I just really don't know. So anyway, back to my day. So I went to work at 8 o'clock and I was still half asleep, you know. Got to work. I realized that my hands were so ashy, and I even put on lotion. But in the winter, sometimes, you know, you just get dry. So anyway, I was checking out a customer and I looked in between my thumb and my first finger and I'm like, whoa, that is embarrassing. Let me go to my locker and get my lotion, because I cannot check out people all day looking like I just dipped my hand in a pile of crack. So I went to my locker and then I feel in my pockets like I normally do, you know, look for my keys, and guess what? Keys were nowhere to be found. And that was like my biggest fear. Like, every day I open my locker, I'm like, Jerika, don't you ever lose these keys, because what are you gonna do if you lose these keys? So you need to get a new lock, because one day you might lose these keys. I literally been thinking about this every day since I work. Okay, I'm out of focus. I think it's the silverness that's doing it. But anyway, I was literally thinking, like, you need to get a better lock just in case one day you might lose your key. But every day I haven't lost my key, so I'm like, you know, Jerika, you know, it's okay. You know what you're doing in life, so you're good. You know, you're a responsible adult. But apparently today I was not a responsible adult. I got to work. Like I said, I had to be at work at 8. I had an attitude, and I went to Jack in the Box. I didn't get my extreme sausage like I normally do. I got the meat lovers burrito. Maybe that's where my day went wrong. I got a meat lovers burrito instead of my extreme sausage with grape jelly like I normally get. So anyway, maybe that's where the day went wrong. So I got that, my meat lovers burrito. It was great, and it actually had bacon on it. So I'm thinking today's gonna be a good day. I got bacon on my meat lovers burrito, real bacon, and not no burnt crisp like bacon that they normally put in there, like the little crispy crumbs. Like, they actually had a strip of bacon in there. So when I bit into it, I'm like, I have bacon. Like, this is amazing. And it was stuffed with eggs, even though I didn't really want all them eggs because I don't know what type of eggs they have. I'm totally going off subject. Anyway, so like I said, I went to my locker to get some lotion, and my keys were nowhere to be found. Like, I literally checked my pocket like 10 times, and that's not even an exaggeration. I'm like, front pocket, side pocket, back pockets, no keys. I pulled out my phone, my headband, like everything multiple times. I'm like, you know, Jerika, you thought you lost your keys before and you felt around a little bit longer in your pockets and you found it. But today, I didn't find it. And I'm like, I know I had these keys because obviously I had to have them to even unlock my locker in the first place. And I remember placing them on the table in the break room. So all type of stuff is going through my mind. I'm like, I know ain't nobody stole no little baby keys, because they're the little small keys for the little small lock. I'm like, ain't nobody stole no baby keys. Like, it was really, I'm thinking like, there's no benefit of doing that. Even though if they did, they would have my purse and my car keys, which is my whole life. I mean, I don't know everybody there, but I don't think that anybody would take those keys. At least not the people that I know. You know, they've been hiring some new people, so you don't know. But anyway, so I'm like, where did I put these keys? And everything is going through my mind. And I remember clocking in a little late, like 2 minutes late. And when I swept up my coat and put it in my locker, apparently my keys went with it. And I put it in the locker and shut the door. So now I'm thanking God that I was ashy, because if I hadn't been ashy, if I had put on a little bit more lotion in the morning, I wouldn't have went back to my locker till maybe lunch. Yeah, it probably would have been lunch, because I actually wanted to go get something to eat. I didn't bring lunch today because I had planned on getting something to eat. So, you know, if I hadn't been ashy, I would have tried to leave on lunch with a smile on my face, you know, thinking, ooh, I'm gonna go get this good burger. And then I would have gotten to my locker and been like, wait a minute, where's my keys? So I had a whole day to brainstorm ideas. So I had my manager, even my there's 3 managers. So one of the managers called the other manager and had him bring in a hammer, because the store didn't have a hammer. So he brought that, you know. I didn't get a chance to tell him thank you for bringing it, because it was so busy today. Like, the store was swamped with people. So I didn't get a chance to tell him thank you, but tomorrow I'm gonna make sure I tell him thank you for bringing your own personal hammer, because he could have just been like, well, it's not my problem, so I'm not bringing a hanger. I mean, it's a hammer. So he did. He brought his own personal hammer. So I was really thankful for that. And even the coworkers that tried to get my locker open, like, the locker looks a hot mess now. Like, it's all sorts of scraped, like. It looks horrible. And I went back there and I just started laughing. I'm like, they really have been trying to get in this locker all day just for me. So even though today was horrible, I am thankful for my coworkers that tried to help me, my manager that tried to help me, the girl that gave me $5 so I could actually go eat on my lunch break, which was also a disaster, because I wanted to go to McDonald's, which I never eat, but I really wanted some of their fries. But I got to McDonald's and the line was so long, so then I had to go back towards my job, wasting so much time. My lunch break was only 30 minutes. So by the time I'm like, you know what, I'm just gonna go to Quick Trip and get a hot dog and call it a day. By the time I got to Quick Trip, it was 3 o'clock and my lunch was over at 3:09. So I literally came out of Quick Trip stuffing my face, you know, driving back to work. Like, then when I get back to work, like I said, the parking lot is overly crowded. There's literally no spaces left for me to park. I'm like, oh my God, these people are invading our lives. These customers are invading my personal space. Like, I park at the very last space at my job. Like, all my coworkers be like, Jerika, you park so far, like, you need to start parking closer. But I park far because I don't want to deal with these customers. I don't want to be anywhere near them. I don't want them to be anywhere near my car, because I don't want anybody to be digging my car and going on about their day like it doesn't matter, okay? Because my last car had so many dings in it because of people being bougie, or not, well, not even being bougie, because obviously if they were being bougie, they would care about their car. But they just open their door and they just don't care. They ding your car and be like, oops, and keep going about their life. And I don't have time for those type of people. Anyway, you know, people have their kids get out the car and they open their door all wide, and like they're trying to part the Red Sea or something. And it's like, what the heck are you opening your door so wide for? What do you need all this room? You're a skinny child. Anyway, I just got mad just thinking about it. So, yeah, so that was my day. Let me go. I said, you know, my husband brought my extra set of keys, because I had initially asked him to go buy a bolt cutter. But then I'm just like, you know what? I'm not even gonna bother him with all this. I'm just gonna have him bring my extra set of car keys. So he brought my extra set of car keys. And I'm like, it's okay, when I get off, I'm just gonna go home, get some money, and go buy a bolt cutter, come back, cut my lock off, and then I'll return the bolt cutter. But then when I was pulling up to my apartment, I'm like, my keys are in my locker. This is the reason that I'm in this situation as it is. Like, my keys, my purse, my coat, everything was in my locker. So mind you, it was freezing outside today. and I was outside in the cold walking to my car back and forth because I didn't have my coat. I didn't have anything. So I get to my house and I'm like, I can't even get in here. How am I gonna buy a bolt cutter when I can't get in my apartment? The leasing office is closed. So now I'm stressing out all over again. I'm like, so you mean tell me my purse is probably gonna have to stay at my job all night, my keys, my coat, all night until my husband gets off of work, which he doesn't get off till later. So it would have had to be there till tomorrow. And I'm like, so I'm gonna have to go through this for another day without my purse, everything was in there, y'all, like everything. So I'm panicking again. So then someone was like, just call leasing office, they might still be there. I called the leasing office, nobody answered. So I'm like, I'm like, you know what, Jerika, don't panic. You can just go to your husband's job and get the house keys from him, then go drive all the way back across town and go in your house and get some money, go buy the bolt cutter, go back to your job, cut the lock off, go back to the place you got the bolt cutter from, return it, and then go home. But I'm like, yeah, I'm just gonna call the leasing office. I called the leasing office once, no one answered. So I called back, something was like, just try again, because you know, somebody might be there. Somebody might answer the phone. I just heard a little voice. Just try again. Just call back. So I called back and somebody answered. I was like, thank you, Lord. You are good. You are looking out for me. Even though this is a really bad day, you are looking out for me anyway. So I went to the leasing office and I'm like, I need a key just to get in my apartment so I can get some money, so I can get a bolt cutter, so I can go back to my job and cut this lock off so I can return the bolt cutter and get my money back so I can come home. And like, at this point, like, I've just been dealing with customers all day and I just want to come home. And then the leasing office person was like, you want to just use our bolt cutters? And I swear, like, I just saw, you know how in a movie, like when you see an angel, you just see a bright light and you hear like, oh, that's what it was, that type of moment for me. I'm like, oh, thank you so much, because I really did not feel like having to go get my key from my husband's job. And I definitely wasn't going to call a locksmith. That was out of the question, when I could just wait for my husband to unlock it and just do what I didn't want to do. I would have rather have done that than pay a locksmith. So long story short, I got the bolt cutters and my key, even though when I got in the car I realized I don't need this key. Since I got the bolt cutters, I can just go get the key. But I was like, my mind was in shambles that I couldn't even process information. So I went back to my job, cut the lock off. Well, I didn't cut it off. I had someone else cut it off. A man cut it off, because I didn't know how to use a bolt cutter and I didn't know how strong you had to be to use one. So he cut it off for me, and I got my stuff and I returned the bolt cutters to where they told me to return the bolt cutters, and I went to Walmart, bought me a combination lock. So moral of the story is, don't buy a lock with a key. Just don't do it. Because one day you might be slipping and end up losing your keys, and then what? Because obviously you lock up your personal belongings, your important personal belongings, like things you don't care about, you don't lock up. But things you care about, you lock up. And if you lose that key and you don't have bolt cutters, your life is screwed. Everything is over with and done for, and you just don't know what to do with yourself. So anyway, long story short, I am home now. Bed still has not been put together. Still waiting on the husband to move the poles. I have no words for that right now. So, you know, I've been trying to make videos and do things with the little space that I do have, and I'm just grateful to be able to make videos, and I'm just gonna stop complaining and just try and be grateful, even though I feel like some things are falling apart in my life, but it's okay. I work tomorrow and I work Monday. I think I'm off Tuesday and Wednesday, I think. So those days I'm going to be trying to get some filming done. I work tomorrow at 4, so I think I'm going to film a makeup video, but then I'm going to be going into work with a beat face, and I feel like people are going to be looking at me, and I'm like, I don't want to be the center of attention. I hate being the center of attention. But I need to film, and I need to film when I need to film, because my work schedule, I never know what it's going to be. It's different every day. It's different every week. The schedules never get made in advance, so it's like to hell with making plans, because we making the schedule on Friday when the new schedule starts Sunday. So if you made any plans and you gotta work, then too bad. Like, I wish they would make the schedules like 2 weeks out in advance, like my sister's job. You know, they be on top of it. She be knowing her schedule 2 weeks in advance, and she be calling me like, so Jerika, do you work this day so we can do this? And I'm like, I don't know. I probably won't know till freaking 2 days before. So I can't ever make plans, because you don't never know. I'll never know what the schedule is going to be, and that really bothers me. I don't like that. I like having a consistent schedule. So that definitely bothers me, and my memory card is running out of space. So I just had to go delete some stuff off my memory card. Today's Vlogmas really ain't gonna be nothing. It was just really a story time about my bad day. Eating a bowl of Cocoa Krispies after a long, stressful day is so peaceful and relaxing to me. I love eating a bowl of cereal after a long day. Like, some people do what they do after work and they have their ritual. Cereal is mine. Like, I love eating a bowl of cereal with cold milk. That just reminds me I need to put my milk in the freezer, because I can't do cold milk. I can't do lukewarm milk. I definitely can't do warm milk, but I need ice cold milk to have a great bowl of cereal. And that's just how I like my milk, and it's been that way since I was little. My mom used to get up and go put the milk in the freezer for us when we were younger, before school, and every time we ate cereal we had ice in our cereal. So that's just how I like my cereal. So I've been doing it like that all my life, and will continue to do that. And I don't put ice cubes in my cereal, because I just think that'll take away from my enjoyment of actually eating, because I gotta dodge these ice cubes in my cereal while I eat. So I just prefer to put my milk in the freezer so it can be cold. But that's pretty much it for today. I got my package from Fashion Nova. I'm so excited. I've been waiting for this package since like November 26th. I bought it a few days after Black Friday, I think. Black Friday was on the 24th. I think I bought it the 26th or the 27th. So I've been waiting for over 2 weeks. And I didn't complain about it, because I'm like, Fashion Nova is my go-to. Y'all know I love Fashion Nova. And if I don't have my order in 2 days, it's because there's been an overwhelming volume of orders. Which obviously a lot of people place orders for Black Friday weekend. So I didn't get my package today, but I never complained. And I've seen people on Facebook complaining like, oh my god, they're scammers, I haven't gotten my stuff, they took my money. It's like, dude, like, if you ordered something during a high volume time, and even on the site it says that your order may take longer than normal because of a high volume. You know, this place is very popular. YouTube and social media has made this place blow up. So if your order has not come, it's literally because it's a high volume. And if they don't have your item, they'll just give you a gift card. So it's like, yeah, you might lose on what you were trying to get, and yeah, if you were trying to order for a certain day, then you're probably out of there, and yeah, that is very frustrating. But when you order stuff online, you gotta always have in the back of your mind, like, it's a possibility this may not come when I expect it. It's a possibility that they might have high volume in sales, so it's gonna take longer. You just always think that. So I never order anything from Fashion Nova when I'm trying to order for a specific event, unless I know I'm getting it well in advance, and I don't have to worry about that. But anyway, I got my package. It's sitting here on the floor in front of me. It's a big package. I ordered maybe 6-7 things. So I'll be doing a winter fashion try on haul. You guys loved my fall fashion try on haul, so I'll be doing another one, winter. And I just have so many videos to edit, Lord. I just haven't had time because I've been at work. But I'm going to do some tonight, because I don't have to be at work till 4 tomorrow. So I'm going to be spending tonight trying to rest and get caught up on some things. I was supposed to go hang out with my friend, you know, going out, getting cute. But after the day that I've had, I have a horrible headache. Not only that, I'm exhausted. I have so much that I need to do. Like, if I had got off right when I was supposed to get off, and not been in the office trying to get this lock open and having to drive across town back and forth with all of this, then I would have had time to actually get ready and go out and enjoy myself for a couple hours with some friends, you know. But it just did not work out that way, and I'm just gonna stay in the house and get caught up and stuff. So yeah, like I said, today's vlog was just me telling you guys that, and hopefully tomorrow is a better day. Well, nope, tomorrow will be a better day. Everything that I'm stressing about, I'm putting it in God's hands. I'm gonna try and put it in God's hands, because, you know, we say we put it in God's hands, and that we still worry and have anxiety. At least I do. I'm just gonna be real and honest. You know, it's easy to say give it to God, but if you're still worrying about it, you have not given it to God in reality. And I need to learn how to fully do that, how to fully not worry about stuff. Because my husband be like, worry is a waste, but at the same time it's like, how do you not? If you know that it's something that's a pressing matter, how do you not worry about it? How do you not think about it if it's something that you're gonna have to face soon? And you know, worrying doesn't solve anything. It never does, but it's so hard to not think about it. It's like, how do you turn your mind off? I really need to start learning how to meditate. That's something I'm gonna have to try and learn and do in 2018. Because I'm only 27 and I don't want to be living my life in it with anxiety and fear of the future, fear of getting in trouble. Like, you know, like that's, I don't want to live my life like that. So I need to learn how to cope. So I hope you guys enjoyed this little quick story time. Like I said, Vlogmas ain't gonna be lit this year because I'm at work most of the time. So I don't have this exciting, cool life to show you guys every day like some people, which discouraged me from even doing Vlogmas in the first place, because I'm like, I'm not doing anything special. So I mean, just a normal everyday person, which is what most of us here are on YouTube, until we reach the point where we don't have to work ever. You know, our work is YouTube, so you have more content to film when you have stuff like that. So yeah, I'll just be talking about all this stuff in another video. Retail is definitely gonna be a video all in its own, and I'm sure you guys will enjoy that because I have some things that I need to say, things that I'm sure all of you guys that work in retail feel. So this will be Vlogmas day 9. So I'm going to try and get this video up for you guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you guys in Vlogmas day 10.